YouTube, Toast101 here, and today we will be doing a tutorial on how to make a Minecraft block for animations or whatever you're making. And this will be like, whenever you watch Captain Sparkles or like some Cow Creations, their little animations, I will be doing a tutorial on how to make those. And so we're gonna start off with actually making the block textures. And so you're going to need the texture, and I'll show you how to do that for making the block. So I use Windows 8, so you're going to go to your start if you use Windows 8, and then hover kind of towards the right till you see the search. Click that and then go %APPDATA%, so app data percent. Click enter and it will bring you to this screen. Now if you use Windows 7, you're gonna, let's see, let me get my start tip here, sometimes it doesn't like to. Alright, so you're gonna go to your start, right click run, and then %app data %, and then click OK, and it will also bring you to this screen. So now you might have a lot of folders here, but you're just gonna want the .minecraft. So click that, and then scroll down until you can see your bin folder. Now if mine looks a little bit different, I use mods and I make mods, so it's different. So if you use mods, it will look different. If you make mods, it will look different. If you use vanilla, it will look different. But you're just gonna need to click your bin, it won't hurt anything. So click bin, and then it should be something similar to this. Now you're gonna need two programs, WinRAR or 7-Zip, whichever one you prefer, and also Blender, which is actually what we're going to be using to make the animation. But we're going to right click your Minecraft, the one that just says Minecraft, hover over open with, and then WinRAR archiver, or it might even say 7-Zip, whatever you use, but I use WinRAR, I like it better. And I'll leave a link in the descriptions to Blender, WinRAR, or 7-Zip, whichever one you prefer. So just click open with WinRAR or whatever you're using. Okay, so then click textures. Just double click textures, and then you'll see two folders, blocks and items. Click blocks, and then you will see a bunch of pictures. Now those are actually just texture files. So what for blocks, of course, because that's the folder name. So you are going to right click your desktop, click new folder, and then name it whatever you want. This is where we're going to be keeping our textures. I actually already have a block texture folder, but you're gonna name it whatever you want. I prefer something simple, like maybe animation block textures or just blocks. So we're just put blocks for the tutorial. So you're gonna go back to your Minecraft.jar, click Control A, and that will select all. Now if that doesn't work, then just hold down your left click and just kind of make this little thing, and just keep holding it down and it will select all that way. But an easier way would just to be Control Alt. So after you do that, just hold down your left click and then drag to your box folder. What that does is it's copying all these textures to that folder. So next, you have that folder. So what you're going to do now is open up your Blender. Now I've burnt mine to a CD, but yours might be on the desktop to start up, wherever you downloaded it and chose to save. So you're going to open up Blender, and with that load up real quick. Alright, it should start up something like this. I'm using version 2.66, so by the time you're watching this, or whenever you're watching this, it might be a different version, but it will probably all stay the same way. So, you're not gonna click anything right here, just click out in the open, and it will start you up with a block, just like this. Now, you don't need to resize or do anything, because through the series, I'm gonna show you how to like make Steve rigs, like the more detailed blocks, like the dropper or whatever you call it, flowers, all that stuff, the detailed ones. But so it all like it's all based around this size, so you don't really need to scale anything down. So it should just start you up with this. So you're gonna go right up here, and it should make a little double arrow thing right here up to the right. So whenever it makes that symbol, just right click, hit split area, and it might be a little long line like this. Just kind of go to the middle of your screen as close as you can get and click. What that does, it splits your screen so you can like do one task but still monitor the other one. So now you're going to click on the right, click object mode, edit mode, and that will make your block editable to textures and size. So now on the left, see this, just follow my cursor, there should be something right here. And this is displaying your current editor type. So just click that and click UV/image editor, and it'll pop up a square but still let you monitor this task over here. So pretty cool, pretty cool. But just be sure that you stay in edit mode over here and don't switch out until we're done. So click image. To get your texture, just click image. Man, I clicked something wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, open image. So you're gonna click open image, and then you're gonna find where you kept your folder, where you put your images. So if you left it on your desktop, then just click desktop, and here's all your desktop folders, and click wherever you saved yours. I saved mine under animation block textures, but you may have saved yours somewhere else, or named it something else, so just find it and double click it. That will lead you to all of these files, and all these are textures. So for this tutorial, we will probably be making, I don't know, how about sand? So see the sand.png, double click that, and it will make this tiny little texture here. And that's all you have to do. Just click edit mode, texture paint, and as you can see, we have a sand block. Now, alright, make the little double arrow thing right here. I'm not sure what that's called, but just make it right there and drag like this, and then kind of see the little crest right there, little edge. Right click right there, click join area, and now you'll find these two arrows. Say if it's pointing this way, it will close this window. If it's pointing this way, it will close this one. So just close that. The reason I showed you guys that is that I've watched like a lot of tutorials on stuff like this, and in the comments there's always a person saying like, how do you get the screen out of the split? So that's how. Alright, so you're gonna click where it says object over here to the right, because you're done with the texture and the size is correct, but it's still sideways. Like the texture's sideways. If we used an OR, you would notice it was laying on its side. So see the first rotation box right there? Click that and go -90 and just click, and now it's right side up and you're good to go. So now all you have to do is click file, save, name whatever you want to name it, and save it wherever you want to save it. Just put save blender file, and that's it. That's how you make a texture. That's how you make a block for your Minecraft. So it's very simple, actually, like really simple. I mean, very simple actually. So the next episode in the series will be doing like complex blocks like flowers and just, well, actually flowers will be later. We'll be doing stuff like, like the hopper, like, or the dropper, how you have an inside texture and outside texture, or chests with 3D textures. We'll be getting onto that the next series episode, and that will actually be a little harder and more complex because you actually have to be modifying the block. So that's going to be really fun, and I hope this was a helpful tutorial. And also later in the series we'll be learning keyframes, how to make your blocks move, so and actually make the animation. So I hope this was a helpful tutorial. Be sure to stay tuned for episode 2. We'll be where we will be doing complex blocks. I couldn't talk for a second there. So if you stick around for episode 2, we'll be doing complex blocks, then skinning your Steve character or whatever skin you want, and how to make sure it looks nice. Like, you actually need to create a custom skin even for your rig. Like, you need to like depixelate it and stuff, but that's 2 episodes ahead of us, so be sure to stick around and stay for those episodes. So I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe, favorite and share with your friends, and yeah, that's about it, guys. So see you around. Hey guys, Toast here, and I just thought that I would mention a little something that I forgot to mention in the video, and that is that I am breaking this into a series. The first episode, which just watched is making blocks with Blender. The next one will be making complex blocks, like ones with textures on the inside and outside, and that have moving parts. And then the one after that will be making items like your sword and fishing poles and armor and stuff like that. And then after that, we will be making your Steve and skinning him, or whatever character that you put a skin on. And then also we will be making, after that one, there'll be the last episode, which will be rigging your Steve, which will be able to make him move and have like moving facial features and stuff. But there's one more that I forgot to mention, and that was the final episode, which is actually making the animation, like how to actually get them to move and stuff. So I just forgot to mention that. So be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite with your friends. So I am out. Peace, guys. Where's the camera? I think it's. Uh,
This is really how we live.